I was like, nah, yeah, I gotta get down with this. So I did my little research or whatever. I watched the one dude video. Shout out to, I think his name like D Brown up here. He's like D Brown on YouTube. He was like, he made 20K his first month box trucking. That video sold me. I did everything that he said do, and I had to put my own little stuff into it. Once I did that, I set my company up. Less than 30 days later, I was taking a risk. My first year I did, I want to say I did 175,000. It was most money I ever made, so it lit a flame in me. So I just kept going.
Buying more trucks.
More trucks. I did like 550 last year. This year I'm looking to do over $1 million. So
550 off of 4 box trucks.
4 box. Well, it was 2. I got 2 the last month of the year.
Okay.
So pretty much 2. But the thing about it, I run teams in my truck, so I just sent you a bunch of stuff.
Can he get there before 4 today?
Yeah, he's like 30 miles away.
Is he? Okay. Shoot, that clears you up.
That's good.
Hey, what is up, Slime Pack Nation? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another collab vlog, y'all. This is a special vlog because this is like my first little collab vlog / interview style video on my channel. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, but I need y'all to go ahead and like this video, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and I got y'all emails. A lot of people was asking me, hey, what about collabing with somebody that's in the box truck business? So that's what we're getting ready to do right now, y'all. I'm about to let him introduce himself and give y'all some information.
So today, I'm just here to help my friend Slimepack out, to let y'all know that like it's money in box trucking, but don't get it twisted. It's not easy by far. Like it's gonna take work, man. Some days I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Some days I don't go to sleep till 3 o'clock in the morning. It's part of it, but.
Oh no, you go ahead.
But it's worth it in the end. I take trips when I want, buy what I want. I'm self-sufficient, and it's all off box trucks. I started with one. I started in the truck. I drove for 8 months. I brought my second truck. I hired a driver, hired a friend, a driver that I knew. That's what taught me you can't hire friends and family, man. It's gonna put you out the window. So go ahead, and when everybody like, oh, I want to hire my brother to drive, your brother gonna be counting your pockets. Your cousin gonna be counting your pockets. You get a stranger, you hire him as an employee. When you go to Walmart, they don't say, man, Walmart made $20,000 a day. Why I'm only making $500? You get an employee, a real employee. That way, those boundaries are not even crossed. And if they do get crossed, you just on to the next one. I brought 2 trucks. I currently now have 4 trucks, so I just sit at home and dispatch.
And right before we even started this video, he just put the load.
I just
3 minutes.
I just put the load while we were setting up or whatever. I was booking the load, 345 miles, driving 40 mile deadhead from Georgia to South Carolina for $950. It's 2 pallets. He's like, he don't even know what they call them pallets. It's like 2 frames. But you just gotta be on it, like the same way you scroll TikTok, the same way you scroll Facebook, you gotta be on the load board. Like I'm itching right now to pick my phone up to get back on the load board. Like it's not over until the load is on the truck. If y'all got any questions, y'all can just DM me. I got a YouTube too. Y'all can, whatever y'all need to do to get at me, like I said, it's Real Shwazy with 2 E's.
And it'll be in the description. Now I got a question. Now, how do you feel about the rates versus when you first started to now?
Granted, when I first started in 2021, the rates was, everybody was like, oh, it ain't COVID rates. I never got to see COVID rates, so I don't know about COVID rates. I was on a little vacation, man. If y'all know me, y'all know what I'm talking about, but I don't know COVID rates. So the rates when I first started, I was averaging, I'm trying to remember, and that seems so long ago now. I did so many loads now. My whole thing coming in was like $2 a mile. That's in my head, $2 a mile. So like, if I was getting 180, 185, I was cool, I was taking it. But now it's different because I scaled up, and I was explaining to Slimepack that I used to want to make five, $8,000 per truck per week when I had one truck. But it's like, I got 4 trucks now. I don't have to make that much money, so I can be easy on the drivers, be easier on my equipment, and still make money. So I got 4 trucks. If I profit $1,500 per truck, that's $6,000. I'm not leaving the crib. I walk in circles in my house and do this. Like, it's not stressful at all. Like, I can be in another country doing this. Wherever I'm at, I do it. And another big thing is, like, when you get into this, think about who gonna work on your truck. That's gonna be one of your biggest problems, because it's not if something happens, it's when it's gonna happen. So when it happens, you need to be prepared for it. When the money start rolling in, you need to put this to the side. Like, hey, this is gonna be for a rainy day fund if my truck go down, a tire pop. Because when it do pop and you on the road and you can't get to it yourself, they gonna charge you. Like, you might pay $700 for a water pump. It's just little stuff like that you gotta do. Like, I do my own oil changes and stuff. If I can do it, I'll do it myself. If I can't do it, I got a good mechanic that is not gonna pop my head. He's really gonna look out for me and make sure that they get taken care of the right way.
So let's say somebody got their own truck, all right, now they looking for a driver. How would they distribute the money? Like, okay, let's say the truck brought in $8,000 this week. What should they pay themselves, their drivers, and put aside?
Well, in trucking, it's all one bank account for me. As far as like, it's a lot of write-offs. If you know, you know. So I use everything off my trucking card. It was a business. Like I said, you know,
it's for the business.
But when you hire a driver, you gonna hire them on and let them know, like, hey, this is what you're working for. So if I hire you and I say, hey, I'm paying you 25%, I know that 25% of whatever that truck made is going to the driver. So if I made $4,000, you just say $4,000. If I made $4,000, $1,000 of that is going to the driver. That's without gas. That's without any. If I had a week where gas was $1,000, the driver had to get paid $1,000, but I had a mechanical issue, a breakdown or something, and it cost $3,000, I'm not gonna take that out on the driver. The driver's still gonna get paid what he worked for that week. It's gonna come out my rainy day fund. But majority of the time, it's gonna be in your favor. It's gonna be in your favor majority of the time. So it's just whatever you decide with the driver. I mean, I know drivers that come to me, they be like, man, I was making $500. I was driving to Cali, and I'm like, well, you're gonna love it here, because I try to make sure that my drivers make at least $1,000 a week. If you don't make $1,000 a week, you ain't driving every day. And I bring my drivers home on the weekend, so it's just like, everything is different for everybody. It's gonna be whatever system you implementing. With somebody, I really don't hire CDL drivers because they come in with what they was doing or what they know. And it's kind of hard to break that trait with them because they so used to being the top dog and doing what they doing for that company that you come up here, it's not gonna work, because I'm not of a bigger company as them big companies, but I got rules, and if you don't feel like I'm as big a company as them, you're not gonna follow my rules, I'm gonna get rid of you. So I just try to stay away from it. I try to get people that like drive for FedEx, drive for UPS, people that put the work in, but they just underpaid. So if I pay them accordingly, they gonna overly do the good work for me. So that's how it's a technique. All this stuff is learned through time. Like, I didn't know it overnight. I didn't really know how I was gonna expand or what, but it's just you roll with it. You gotta learn to do it on the fly. So
yeah, like what you said, like somebody coming in with a CDL working from a big company coming down to you, like they're not gonna show you the same respect.
No, they definitely not. Like, I didn't see them before. I tried it a couple times, man. Like, they come in as, oh, I was doing this, or I was home every night, or
yeah.
But I hired you for an over the road position, so you're not gonna be home every night. Like, you're not gonna be home every night. I'm hiring you for to be over the road. Now, if I tell you like, hey, I'm gonna have you home every weekend, like I explained to my drivers when I'm hiring in the interview process. When I say you're gonna be home every weekend, I'm not saying that you're gonna be home Friday morning or Friday afternoon. You might not make it home to Saturday morning, but you're gonna do your 34 hours in your crib. You're gonna do your 34-hour break. So if you get home Saturday night, you won't leave out until your 34 hours is done in your house. So that's a day and a half.
Yeah.
You're gonna get your 34 in your house. And that's just how I do it. If I gotta send you out on Tuesday, it's not a problem.
That's good. Now, have you had like any, how can I put it, any altercation with your drivers? Like abandoning your truck, anything?
I ain't never had nobody abandon my truck because I hold a first week in the hole. So if you come work for me, say you get hired today, it's what's the day? Thursday. Say let's start on sales on Monday because I always start on the Mondays. You get hired for me on a Monday. Whatever you make from Monday to Friday, you won't get paid that. That'll go on holding. So if you decide to say, FTK man, I ain't bringing nothing back, man. It is what it is, man. Come get your truck from Georgia. All right, I'm gonna fly to Georgia and get my truck, but it's gonna be on your dime. It's gonna be on that. You gonna make at least $1,000. So I got at least $1,000 in the hole for you. So I'm just gonna take it. You can take it. Yeah, I was saying that I hold the driver's first week pay. You won't get paid your first week until. No, you good. You won't get paid your first week pay until you done. So like, I got rid of me and the driver parted ways the day before yesterday, but as we parted ways, I had a shipper send in a claim for him. So I never pay you immediately as soon as you leave. I always pay you the following week because you might have hit something. It's a reason that you leaving. You're not just leaving because the money not right, because I pay you good every week. So it's obviously something. So I told him, I was like, hey, I'm gonna bring your money in cash to you the weekend, Friday. And lo and behold, the next day I got a claim saying that 375 items or something that he shipped was missing. So I sent him the claim and let him know like, hey, they said it's $2,000 worth. I only got $1,000 worth, so I might have to come out of my pocket $1,000 for you. So until we get to the bottom of it, I won't be paying you any of this money. So that's just what I do with it.
Now, what was the main thing that made you, okay, let me get a box truck. Let me start this.
Really? I was towing somebody's car and he was just talking about our trucks, like the tow trucks. He was like, yeah, I got some nice trucks or whatever. So anybody who asking about your trucks, they got something to do with trucks because it's not something that, I told a lot of cars, it's not something that everybody get in the car and talk to you about. So immediately I started thinking like, hey, what do you do? Because you're on our website looking at the trucks that we have, so you got to do something with trucks. So he was like, hey, well, me and my partner, we run loads from North Carolina to California for like 10 to 12K. So I'm like, okay, cool. Oh, like, what do it consist of? Because I'm like, shit, I'm making $1,000, $1,500 a week, and I drive all day, 12 hours plus a day, towing cars. So if y'all just driving to Cali making that money, I might need in on it. So he was just like, if you serious, man, I'll send you all the paperwork and stuff. I got home, he sent me the paperwork. He sent me a Raycon. And it was from Chesapeake. It was from Chesapeake, Virginia to New York. It was like $2,700. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was like $2,700. I was sold. I was like, nah, yeah, I gotta get down with this. So I did my little research or whatever. I watched the one dude video. Shout out to, I think his name like D Brown up here, like D Brown on YouTube. He was like, he made 20K his first month box trucking. That video sold me. I did everything that he said do, and I had to put my own little stuff into it. Once I did that, I set my company up. Less than 30 days later, I was taking a risk. My first year, I did I want to say I did 175,000. It was most money I ever made, so it lit a flame in me. So I just kept going.
Buying more trucks.
More trucks. I did like 550 last year. This year I'm looking to do over $1 million. So
550 off of 4 box trucks.
4 box. Well, it was 2. I got 2 the last month of the year.
Okay.
So pretty much 2. But the thing about it, I run teams in my truck. So one truck is pretty much 2 trucks because it's gonna constantly run.
Right.
So if I have 2 trucks, I was running it like it was 4 trucks. If I got 3 trucks, I'm running it like it's 6 trucks, and vice versa. So 4 trucks, I'm running like it's 8 trucks. But now that I got 4 trucks, I'm not gonna lie to you, the dispatching is more intense because it's 4 people that you got to keep rolling, and nobody wants to sit around and wait. So I don't run teams anymore. I run separately because, like I say, I'm not trying to make $7,000 to $8,000 a week anymore. I just want to make $45,000 to $5,000 so that I can make $1,500 or better in profit. Like I said, I'm sitting at home. I'm just walking in a circle. So $1,500 times 4, $6,000 on the minimum side. I'm cool with that.
All right, so we're gonna end it off. Any advice that you would give to anybody that's trying to start up their business out here in the box truck industry?
My number one thing that I like to tell people in my mentorship is, if you're not going to get out here in the truck and learn the truck and learn the way yourself, you probably gonna waste your money. you can't depend on anybody to do what you're gonna do. Even when I got out the trucks are not maintained how you're maintaining because you got somebody else in the truck. They don't have as much care as you have. If you find the driver that cares like you care, is a gym, keep him around, pay him good. On the weeks where his truck don't do so good, pay him good. And that's what I do now. If I find drivers that's good, I pay them good. I pay them good even if their truck don't do good that week because they're gonna work for me when I'm not around. And that's the biggest thing I tell you. So it's just like, if you don't have the time to put into it, don't come out here because it's a lot of work.
All right, man. They can follow you where on Instagram?
Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Real Shwazy, 2 E's. Be up here somewhere.
Yeah, I put it up there on the screen, y'all. Especially follow him on TikTok. He do go live on there a lot.
Yeah.
Also, he be doing some little help tips.
Yeah.
Doing that juicing. All right, y'all, like this video, leave a comment down below. Hit him up if y'all need any information. Like I said, his info will be down below in the description.
And I do have a mentorship. It's a 5-day mentorship. You can just DM me on IG for that. There's no links to it or whatever. You got to DM me on IG and we'll set it up like that because I base it off who's, and that's always started on a Monday. So.
All right, man. Thank you. Oh, perfect.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
I ain't did an interview in a minute, man. I ain't did an interview in a minute. I ain't did an interview in a minute.
Something slight, quick. I'll probably I got like 3 more videos to put out, so it'll probably be out maybe like next week.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna be posting some like some reels.
Yeah.
That's what I had the glasses recorded. I know one time you like, huh? It was the glasses going off.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tag you in it.
Is it clear up there when you put up the glasses?
Yeah. And these the Ray-Ban Meta glasses. Let me see. I think I got something already downloaded from it.